Well, good morning. We have just a little bit of spotty drizzle left over. A cold front has come through, so our numbers are dropping off a little bit. 48 degrees right now. The clouds will be clearing this morning, and we'll get into some sun. 54 degrees later on today. Again, morning clouds and drizzle giving way to some Friday sun. Kim?
All right, Brandon. Well, that drizzle's causing a little bit of trouble on our freeways this morning. We do have our first accident to warn you about, westbound I-94 right at Shook Road, right lane blocked.
All right, Kim, thank you. 5:26 is your time, and some are loving it, others hate it. We're talking about the McRib. It's making a comeback.
McDonald's hinted at the return of the pork sandwich when they added a coming soon page to the corporate website. The McRib has been brought back several times since it was taken off the menu in 1985. It even made a quick return back in December. This time around, the McRib will be available for delivery through Uber Eats. And if that wasn't enough for you, you can download the McRib Finder app to your smartphone to find the sandwich near you. The McRib and the app are only available, as we know, for a limited time. It's their most reliable go-to for a limited time only.
Right. Have you ever had it?
I think I had a McRib maybe in 1985.
Oh, back in the 80s. I'm like, I don't remember ever trying that. All right, ahead at 5:30, local stories from Detroit, Mount Clemens, and Ypsilanti.
Plus, the Great Pyramids are full of secrets yet to be uncovered, but there's one that's just been discovered. We'll tell you what researchers uncovered ahead. And you are supposed to be on your best behavior when applying for a new job.
Absolutely. So we're going to tell you what one woman did that may not play in her favor. We'll have that when we come right back.
So ridiculous.
Unlock. Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And breaking this morning, 2 Detroit police officers injured after a suspected drunk driver hits their cruiser on the east side. And a wet weekend, Brandon tracking some rain headed our way. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Sounds like we've heard that story before. Rain headed our way.
Getting a little tired of this wet weather, this like
so gloomy.
dank, overcast, gloomy.
We need some sun around here, Brandon.
Well, I am bringing it today. You deserve it. After yesterday, we teased you with 60s, which hit, but the low clouds and drizzle hung around a little longer than we'd like. It was really tough to enjoy it. And today a cool front has come through, although it brings cooler temperatures, sort of scouring out the atmosphere for us. So we will get into some sunshine on your Friday. Finally Friday. 44 in Pontiac. It's 44 right now in Lapeer. 46 Ann Arbor. Howell, the cool spot at 42. Still a little bit warmer on the east side. We go from some drizzle this morning to clouds to sun through the 8, 9 o'clock hours. And midday, sunny, 50 to 54 degrees through your afternoon. And it's jacket weather tonight for your high school football games in the 40s, but dry conditions. There you see that front that is pushed through, and again we'll be wringing out these low clouds soon, Kim, but they are causing some minor issues out there on the roads, I guess.
Yes, that's right, especially for those of you who travel over on the east side of our viewing area. That is where we have our first accident of the morning. It is affecting I-94, the westbound lanes right at Shook Road. That is where the accident is. Right lane is blocked there. Still pretty early though, so traffic volumes aren't too heavy, but as they start to build, you can expect a delay in this area. So maybe give yourself about 5 extra minutes this morning if that's part of your morning commute. Of course, I'll keep a close eye on that accident and bring you an update on it in my next report coming up at 5:44. Back to you.
If you are just waking up with us, we continue to follow breaking news from Detroit's east side.
Yes, we do. That is where 2 Detroit police officers have been hit by a suspected drunk driver. Nick Monticelli joins us now on the scene. And Nick, bring us up to date on the very latest on how those officers are doing and any suspects.
All right, so the officers most importantly have minor injuries. They're going to be okay. And the suspect also has minor injuries. All 3 were taken to the hospital. This is where the DPD cruiser landed after being hit. I want to show you the video, though. It gives you a much better perspective of what exactly happened. All of this happening at about 2:30 this morning at the intersection of Moross and Balfour, which is only about a mile off of I-94 here on Detroit's east side. DPD says that the 2 officers, 1 male and 1 female, were heading to a home invasion. Someone called 911 and needed help. They had their lights on, they had their sirens on, they were going west on Moross to go help out. That is when the suspected drunk driver blew the stop sign here at the intersection. He was going northbound on Balfour when he hit that DPD cruiser. You can see this video, the airbags went off. There is a lot of damage to the front end of the cruiser, but again, both officers only have minor injuries. The driver, a 33-year-old man, again taken into custody. He will be arrested on suspicion of OWI. That's what the DPD, the Detroit Police Department, is telling us. Now back out here live, the scene is now clear. They just maybe a minute or two got both of these vehicles on flatbeds and took them off out of here. And now the scene is pretty much clear. And only, if you can only imagine though, this house is vacant, which is a good thing because the cars could have gone through it. Imagine how much worse it would have been for those officers and the driver of the other vehicle had they hit the home. They would all be in much more serious condition. We're live this morning on the east side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
All right, Nick, thank you. Plans to bring a Major League Soccer team to Detroit have drastically changed. Now the Ford family has joined the effort, and the new idea calls for putting that soccer field right inside a Ford field. Take a look at some of the renderings released by Pistons owner Tom Gores and Dan Gilbert's team, who have been leading this effort to try and bring soccer to Detroit. The original proposal, you may remember, called for building a new stadium altogether at the site of that failed jail project in downtown Detroit near Ford Field on Gratiot. Rock Ventures says that they are still committed to a mixed-use development on that site and building a new jail complex at Warren and I-75.
President Trump heads to Asia for a 10-day visit today, and it comes as the U.S. is trying to cool tensions with North Korea. While here at home, Republicans are trying to heat up congressional support for the newly unveiled tax reform plan. Here's NBC's Blaine Alexander with more.
Well, Jason, good morning to you. This will certainly be a very major trip for President Trump. It marks his first time as commander-in-chief in North Korea's backyard. And now he's going to be speaking with surrounding countries for help in getting North Korea under control. President Trump leaving Washington for his longest, most high-stakes foreign trip yet. 10 days, 5 countries stopping in China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, and the Philippines. His first presidential visit to the region amid growing tension with North Korea. The president telling Fox News he's confident his trip and talks with North Korean ally China will help reel in the rogue regime.
North Korea is a thing that I think we will solve, and if we don't solve it, it's not going to be very pleasant for them. It's not going to be very pleasant, I guess, for anybody.
But National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster saying do not expect the president to take a different tone.
Well, I don't think the president really modulates his language. Have you noticed him do that? I mean, he's been very clear. Been very clear about it.
While President Trump is overseas, some of his top advisors will stay behind, pushing Republican tax reform. The plan includes fewer tax brackets, higher standard deduction, and a new family credit, along with a lower corporate tax rate.
Some families will be better off, others will not. We're going to be shifting who's paying more and who's paying less in this tax burden.
Republicans saying the plan helps the middle class, while Democrats argue it does the exact opposite. And back to the president's trip, one thing that's not on the agenda, a visit to the demilitarized zone. That's that heavily fortified border between North and South Korea. The White House saying President Trump will forego that visit because of scheduling. In Washington, Blaine Alexander, Local 4 News Today.
Olympia Entertainment paying off about $200 million in public bonds used to build Little Caesars Arena ahead of schedule. Eliminating the bond debt gives the Downtown Development Authority an opportunity to drive even greater economic development in Detroit. The nearly $863 million Little Caesars Arena was built with a mixture of private and taxpayer funds.
The Washtenaw Intermediate School District is responding to a lawsuit claiming that a student with special needs was abused over several years. According to the family of this child, a teacher taped the student's mouth shut to keep her quiet and sent a photo to her mother showing it. The district says that they were never informed of the claims, but when they did find out, they took immediate action. And have you ever wanted to learn exactly what police do? Well, we're going to tell you where you can do just that coming up.
Also ahead, President Trump's Twitter account disappears for a few minutes, and the social media site says it was not an accident. Find out coming up.
Beat the Black
Art Van kicked off the holiday season with its annual Art Van Wonderland last night. A remarkable display of more than 1 million lights and towering Christmas tree. It's all at their Warren location on 14 Mile. The celebration also featured fireworks and St. Nick himself, a visit from Santa Claus.
And every year we reveal our Halloween costumes on Halloween here on Local 4, and we let you vote for your favorite costume. This year we had 4 different segments, so many wardrobe changes. And we want to know who you think is the best. You can rewatch our reveal under the Scene on 4 tab at clickondetroit.com. And there you can see my depiction of Mr. T and many others at clickondetroit.com. Scene on 4 section is the place to go, and there you can also cast your vote for the segment, your favorite. I think Evrad's depiction of the Fresh Prince is in the lead right now. I had a lot of people saying they enjoyed your depiction of Sophia.
You see what I did there? You know how she was like stone-faced in that show,
Yes.
The Golden Girls?
Yes.
She was just, yeah.
That's not easy to do. That's good acting.
No, but you know who was better was Kim.
Oh, yes.
Kim was great with her facial expressions during the Golden Girls. Brandon was pretty good too, but he kept messing with his, how do I put it?
I just don't think you can really say.
I'm struggling too with the right
Yep,
way
I
to-
think we should just move on. But it's hard to play a woman, you
Even
know.
That's one way to put it.
Even my backup was sort of risque, so I'm not going there. Anyway, good Friday morning. Finally Friday, we made it. And the kids are all geeked up on sugar still, right? We need to get this day over with, get into the weekend here, but it is a decent looking day ahead. Sunrise not until 8:09 a.m. The sun sets tonight at 6:24 p.m. So the daylight saving time ends this weekend. You get an hour of sleep back. It's going to get darker a lot sooner, but again, lighter a lot sooner as well. 48 degrees right now. Northwest winds are 13. That'll be the case throughout the morning only. I think through the middle part of the day, 5 to 12 mile-an-hour winds out of the north-northwest. 45 degrees at 8 a.m. 50 degrees at noon. We do have a little spit and drizzle out there this morning left over, but it is wrapping up, and we'll get into some sunshine today. 54, your afternoon high temperature. We chased the showers out with a cold front and residual moisture left over, but again, we do expect the skies to be clearing through the morning hours and bringing us a good deal of sunshine today without the 60s like we saw yesterday. So yesterday it was 60s and rain. Today it's 50s and some sunshine. Looking good for football tonight as well. We have 40s with dry conditions, but certainly jacket weather, probably some gloves as well. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying temps are going to be falling pretty quickly with clear skies tonight. Saturday temp is 53. Some light showers coming in after 3 p.m. And then Sunday, we're under a risk for severe weather. Temps well into the 60s early on, and then a cold front approaches, and through the late afternoon Sunday, the Storm Prediction Center has us all pretty much in Metro Detroit under a slight risk. That's number 2 out of 5 on the risk category, so a decent chance of maybe some damaging wind and hail with some storms late Sunday. You okay? I had a pistachio. And that was like you know, the skin that comes like you can't, it's hard when you have the shell. You just get the nut or sometimes you get the skin, Kim.
I think what happened was you started talking about hail.
And then Mother Nature.
Yeah, they were like, no.
The spirits aligned and said,
exactly.
Freeze his mouth.
Yeah, freeze his mouth. All right, good morning, everyone. Brandon, you go drink some water. We want to let you know some good news is that accident over on I-94 right at Shook Road has cleared, but we do have another one that could slow you down over on I-96. The eastbound side of 96 just past the Davison here, the left lane is blocked, but I did just check what this looks like on one of my MDOT cameras, and we're not seeing any delays there, so that that is also some good news. Other than that, we are good out there. However, it is wet. We did have all that rain yesterday and some spotty showers still this morning, so just watch out for pooling and ponding in the area. Also, some construction on 8 Mile today, east and westbound 8 Mile between Woodward and Ryan Road. Only one lane open there. This starts tonight at 8 p.m. It's a continuous project wrapping up on Monday morning at 5 a.m. So if you do travel 8 Mile, could be a little slower there than normal. And I will keep a close eye on that accident over on I-96. I'll bring you an update on that in my next report at 5:54. Over to you.
Thank you, Kim. Go Green. I doubt that you missed this story. How could you, really?
Right.
The Twitterverse was in a frenzy last night after President Trump's account mysteriously disappeared.
Yes. Anyone visiting his page got this, an automated message saying, sorry, this page doesn't exist. The disappearance only lasted for about 11 minutes, but that was enough time for Twitter users to be quick to joke about the president, his Twitter account being banned. Twitter said that the president's account was actually purposely deleted by a departing employee.
On their final day at work, on the way out the door.
Yeah.
Deactivate.
I wonder if he's going to be tweeting about that, the president.
It'll be interesting to see. There's a lot more important things to tweet about. 4,500 years after being built, the Great Pyramid of Giza is still revealing its secrets.
Yeah, scientists say that they found a hidden chamber deep inside of the pyramid just above the Grand Gallery, measuring about 90 feet deep. And this is the first such discovery in the pyramid since the 1800s. Scientists now have to figure out the purpose of the chamber. Mystery.
Man cave.
Yeah, right.
It's getting video games and shuffleboard from Allstate. In Alpena, the Sunrise Side, authorities caught a woman suspected of stealing cash from a restaurant after filling out a job application to work at that restaurant.
Right. The 47-year-old woman filled out the application at the Mandarin Garden before taking the cash out of the register. She was confronted by employees before driving away. Police say that they were quickly able to find the woman. She was right at home. She was arrested, and the stolen money was returned. I wonder if she put her whole address on that application. Or, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be hard to find.
Fortune cookie said you will soon be incarcerated.
Right.
The Astros won the World Series, their first after defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 7. And to celebrate, the Texas governor's mansion was lit up in orange and blue in honor of the 2017 World Series champs.
And the governor also issued a proclamation declaring November 3rd Houston Astros Day. He extended his congratulations to the Astros organization and acknowledged their victory as a win for all of Houston, the entire state of Texas as well, following Hurricane Harvey. Their first ever Major League World Series championship.
You know, blue and orange, so. Justin Verlander is already familiar with that from the Tigers Road unis, so it probably felt very familiar to him.
Right.
Congratulations.
But he's not going to be there for their parade today. He's getting married in Italy, so they're already off to the nuptials and enjoy a nice romantic time there in Italy.
As I said at 4:45, let's see, Italy with Kate Upton or a bunch of dudes and a trophy.
Right.
You still get the ring either way.
Exactly.
Halloween was just a few days ago, but we have some big candy news.
Yeah, we do. Which popular candy maker is set to release a new sweet treat just before Christmas? We'll let you know after the break.
Well, we're seeing the showers and the drizzle starting to fade away, at least on radar. Some of the low clouds still spitting out a little drizzle, so maybe a little slippery as you head out in a few spots. But generally, the forecast trend is for drying weather on your finally Friday. It is 48 degrees right now, but it is cooling over the next couple of hours, a few degrees. So you'll need the jackets as we get through the day. More and more sunshine. Noontime 50, a high of 54. We'll take a look at that big weekend forecast coming up at 6 a.m. right now. Kim.
And this is not a pretty sight that we like to see on a Friday morning. We've got major backups over on westbound I-94 because of an accident that is just past North River Road. The left lane is blocked, but as you can see here, cars are at a standstill. You're going to want to use Gratiot instead if you do travel this way. And then we've got this other accident over on I-96, the eastbound side, just past the Davison here. It looks a lot better than that other situation. Cars able to get by, but no, the left lane is blocked.
The man arrested in Wednesday night's Colorado Walmart shooting will be in court today. This will be 47-year-old Scott Ostrom's first appearance in Adams County District Court. Police arrested Ostrom Thursday for allegedly firing a handgun inside of Walmart. Minutes before the shooting, he was caught on camera casually walking into the crowded store. 2 men were killed at the scene and a woman died later at a hospital.
Firefighters in Georgia were met with a massive fire just outside of Atlanta following an explosion at a business. Residents reported hearing loud noises and seeing flames at the Blossman propane gas company, and nearby businesses were evacuated as firefighters worked to contain the flames. Investigators have yet to determine the cause, but there is no evidence of foul play. No one was hurt. And the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office is accepting applications for the 2018 Citizen Police Academy. Participants will be able to meet the sheriff and K-9 units, tour the jail, and even learn about how the department processes a crime from a traffic stop to a crime scene. The academy is free, but you must be 18 years of age to register. It'll take place on Thursdays from January through March. Applications are on the department's website.
Be worried about anybody who wanted to tour a jail.
Right.
That's an odd thing.
Well, I think some people who are interested in the career would be interested.
The first new Hershey's candy bar in more than 20 years will hit the stores next month. The Hershey's Gold Bar will have a caramelized buttercream filled with pieces of pretzels and peanuts.
That sounds pretty good.
I just, went low with the voice.
Yes, maybe it was the way you said it. Hershey describes the candy bar as a whole new flavor for the company. It will only be the 4th candy bar under the Hershey label, joining the classic chocolate bar, special dark, and cookies and cream. Look for the new treat this December. It is 5:56 and coming up all new in our 6 o'clock hour. Stories from all across the metro area, including Warren and Commerce Township.
Also good news for moms and dads. Shopping for the kids is now a lot easier.
Also ahead, we do have a live update from our Nick Monticelli following breaking news from Detroit's east side. 2 local police officers hurt after their cruiser gets hit by a suspected drunk driver. A live update right after the break. Stay with us.
3 Little. Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
They were rushing to help others when 2 Detroit police officers had an emergency of their own. Their squad car slammed by a suspected drunk driver.
More breaking news from Detroit. A young man found shot to death outside of an apartment complex. We'll have that for you, plus more. Welcome to 6 a.m.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You made it.
Yes.
As a colleague of mine used to say back in the day. We'll get to traffic in a moment, but first, weather.
Yes, unfortunately, this day is off to a very dangerous and deadly start, so we are going to get to Brandon in just a moment.
We begin on the west side. A 21-year-old man was shot and killed. This is Schaefer near Plymouth Road. Witnesses told police they heard shots and saw 2 people running from the scene. No arrests have been made thus far.
And the other story that we're following is on the city's east side. That's where 2 Detroit police officers were hurt as they were rushing to a call about a home invasion.
They never made it. Their squad car hit by a suspected drunk driver. Local 4's Nick Monticelli was the first reporter on the scene. He is now live with an update on the officer's condition. Nick?
Hey, good morning, everybody. So those officers have minor injuries this morning. All of this happening at about 2:30. It all happened right here. The cruisers are now gone, but I want to show you the video right now. 2:30 this morning, somebody was in this truck, the HHR, Chevy HHR, and according to DPD, they had 2 officers, a male and a female, going west here on the Ross, responding to a home invasion, someone needing help. They had their lights and their sirens on, and then they say a suspected drunk driver blew through a stop sign here at Balfour and then caused this accident. Those officers have minor injuries, taken to the hospital just in case, and that suspected drunk driver, a 33-year-old, also taken to the hospital just in case. You can see the damage here and what happened. The airbags went off in the police cruiser. The front end is heavily damaged, and also the other vehicle is heavily damaged as well. But again, everyone involved in this has minor injuries. Back out here live, you can see where all of this happened. Fortunately, the home that this happened in front of is vacant, and neither of the cars hit the house, which is very surprising considering how all this happened. It's a good thing. There was a fence and landscaping, and that probably played a role in all of this. But fortunately, again, all 3 people involved, the 2 officers and the driver of the other vehicle, all have minor injuries. We're live here on the east side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
And Nick, what about the suspected home invasion that they were on a call to? I know you've been monitoring this scene there, but have we heard anything about what they may not have been able to get to in time?
We haven't heard anything on that. I know that they dispatched another crew out to handle that, and I'm still trying to get an update on what happened out there.
All right, Nick, thank you. Meanwhile, I'm going to check in with Brandon, see if the sunshine may be making a comeback.
Good Lord, was this a gloomy week?
Yeah, it has been.
You know, you have to bank these fall showers for our rivers, for our lakes, reservoirs, all of its good stuff. Some of you, I know, have had way too much from the month of October and early in November here, but things are beginning to dry out. We still have issues out there on some of the roadways from some early morning showers and drizzle, but mainly just cloudy, 47 degrees, a north wind is 8, so it feels like 43, and numbers are falling. We've had a cold front come through, and the sun doesn't come up until 8:09. This is the end of those really late sunrises as daylight saving time ends early Sunday morning, but still cool 40s, feeling like upper 30s at the bus stop, and may still have a little spit and drizzle in a couple of spots, but more and more sun through the afternoon. 54 today as the kids get off the bus in the afternoon. Here's the last 12 hours, and we can see some rain through the overnight hours and a lot of the low clouds and drizzle there starting to move off. So we'll get a little bit better here as we go through the morning. If you need your 7-day, your weekend forecast, you can find your zone, find your 7-day on the 4Zone weather part of clickondetroit.com. Kim DeJulio tracking trouble, likely weather related.
Oh yes, those roads are wet, so be careful as you head out the door this morning, but take a look at this. This is westbound I-94 just past North River Road here, and we've got some major backups, all due to an accident right here. You can see those flashing lights. That's blocking the left lane. We are seeing a lot of backups, so you're going to want to use Gratiot instead if you are headed out the door right now. And then we have another problem over on eastbound I-96. This is just past the Davison. We've got another accident blocking the left lane. Slow moving traffic here, not as bad as what we're seeing on I-94, so just be cautious of this for your commute this morning. I'll keep an eye on these accidents and give you an update on them coming up in my next report at 6:14. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim. A close call for an ambulance driver and security officer after both of their vehicles hit by a tire. It happened last night in the westbound lanes of I-94 near Grand Boulevard on Detroit's east side. A Wayne County Community College police cruiser and Superior ambulance were both damaged. The tire was found nearby, and a short time later, police also located a blue Chrysler SUV that was missing a tire. However, police are still looking for the driver of that SUV.
And over in Inkster residents are in shock after a murder suspect is shot and killed by police. It happened last night at the shooter's home on Frederick Court. Police say that 2 young men were arguing when one shot the other. Officers responded to the shooting when the gunman started firing shots at the officers. The police fired back, killing the shooter on the scene. Officials say that the man was in poor mental health, much to the surprise of some of his neighbors.
The young men involved, I remember the day his mom brought him home from the hospital. His family did everything they could.
One resident says events like this happen very often in that neighborhood. Neighbors believe the suspect was the same person involved in a barricaded gunman situation just a few months ago.
There is a $12,500 reward for information leading to the arrest of 2 women who killed the manager of an auto parts store. 69-year-old James Haller Jr. was gunned down at O'Reilly Auto Parts on Schaefer at 6 Mile Wednesday night. Surveillance video shows 2 women walk in to rob the store. They got the cash, but they still killed him. His wife is struggling to deal with the senseless act.
Turn yourself in because you did not have to shoot him in the head. You didn't have to shoot him, period. You understand me? You didn't have to shoot him!
Police are asking the public to keep an eye out for a dark-colored SUV with a broken rear passenger window covered with a plastic tarp.
New Yorkers gathered for a vigil to honor the victims of Tuesday's deadly attack, which took 8 lives. We are also learning more about the suspect. Investigators are now searching for possible accomplices in that deadly attack. The Joint Terrorism Task Force is analyzing Sapov's cell phones and computer, but they have not been able to find any communication between him and any other terror group. Officials have reopened the bike path, but it is now being secured with a 50-foot concrete barrier.
A Dearborn couple has been arraigned in connection with the shooting of two 3-year-old boys at their in-home daycare. 32-year-old Tim Eubanks and his wife Samantha are both facing child abuse charges. One child lost an eye in the shooting. The other was shot in the shoulder. The shooter was the Eubanks' 3-year-old son. He found the gun in the house. The couple has a total of 6 children who are now staying with other family members. A hearty shout out and thank you to everybody who helped give the gift of warmth during our day-long phone bank in collaboration with the Heat and Warmth Fund and DTE.
Yes, all of your donations really added up. The total, $38,000 raised for Thaw, for the families that they support, and that is matched dollar for dollar by DTE, so that amount doubles. The money will go towards helping local families who cannot afford to pay their heating bills this winter. So big thanks to the very generous Metro Detroiters out there that called in and made donations. 6:07 is your time. The new this morning, bad news for Michigan drivers hoping to get a break on their auto insurance. We need it.
Yeah, tell me about it. We're following a developing story as well. A deadly shooting inside of a Starbucks, and a child is among the victims. Now this.
Tonight at 9.
It's Fitness Friday and we're back at Detroit Kung Fu Academy. It's a school that teaches martial arts but also self-defense. We did a lot of arm work, but there's also parts that you do with leg movement too.
Yeah, kicking is of course very important for self-defense, but what's most important is balance.
Okay.
You have to be able to kick and not fall over.
True.
So you have to bend the knees deeply and really keep that solidly planted, lift the knee and kick. Bring it back and bring it down and remain stable. And for self-defense, it's critical. Keep the hands up. Guard the face and the vital areas while you kick. Then set the shoulders back, sink down, engage the core, and you've got a great whole body exercise.
Okay. And so in a typical class, how long would it be?
About an hour in the beginning. You know, it can develop to be quite a bit longer if you really want to work on a lot of different techniques.
All right, well, this is Owen at Detroit Kung Fu Academy, right in the heart of Eastern Market. If you'd like to give it a try, they have a fall special. You can find it by searching Fitness Friday at clickondetroit.com.
Chicago police are still looking for a shooter who opened fire in a Starbucks. One person died, 2 others injured in the coffee shop. Police say a drug deal that went south could have led to that shooting. They say the shooter chased the man into the Starbucks when he killed him. Another man and a 12-year-old boy were taken to the hospital. They had gunshot wounds. The boy is in good condition, but the man is in serious condition. Police believe the wounded boy and the man knew the victim, but did not know or elaborate on their relationship.
Saving money when you want to get some exercise and good health. Some experts say that community centers and public parks offer huge health benefits for very little cost. A new poll says that Americans rely on local parks and recreation centers to improve their health as well. More than 3 in 5 people surveyed say that they would walk or jog on local trails if their doctor wanted them to be more active. Many also say that they would be willing to take a fitness class or at a local rec center or at a local pool. And look no further than our own Kim DeJulio, who runs on the river and saves a lot of money.
I do save a lot of money.
She can walk on water.
But
you run on the river?
Yeah, I do, on the river.
Wow.
Detroit River.
That's how quickly she runs, you know. Well, here's a good look, guys, at a group of 3rd graders that I was visiting with yesterday over in the Troy Rochester Hills area. This is Deerfield Elementary School in Rochester Hills, right off Crooks Road, and that's all the 3rd graders. They're learning weather, and so they wanted a weatherman to come in, and I couldn't get Paul, Andrew, or Ben. So
stop it. You know
said,
you love
right.
visiting the schools.
Yeah,
Cute kids.
Mrs. Fortino,
Yeah, they are.
Great group of 3rd graders, very well behaved, and great questions from the kids, as always.
Did they stump you?
They asked about, how does wind come into a thunderstorm that makes it twist into a tornado?
Whoa.
Yeah, some pretty heavy stuff from some 9-year-olds.
How does that happen, Brent?
Give us all the lessons.
That's why I was like, Ben, Paul, they wanted a weatherman.
Let me phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
I have all the answers. In fact, we're working on putting a lot of what I do at these schools onto Click On Detroit. I do these fun weather experiments that explain how clouds form, how tornadoes form, hail, all of that. And so a digital element to your weather soon on Click On Detroit. If it's not there already, I don't know. We shot them. They're editing. I don't know what's going on. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. We have temperatures that have been falling over the last couple of hours. We had a cold front come through, but not a real drastic drop. 41 in Howell is our cool spot in the west zone. 43 in Lapeer, our north zone. Metro zone, 47 at Metro Airport, and the fourth of our 4 zones down south, Monroe at 48. Eastsiders are still hanging on to some mild numbers as the cool air just slowly works northwest to southeast through the area. So 45 at 8 a.m. from some drizzle out there now to clouds to sun, and then 50 degrees at noon, 54 this afternoon, a dry day Friday with light winds, a nice mix of sun and clouds, cool 40s for the football games tonight. Jacket weather, no doubter. Here's a look at a lot of that rain that came through here in the overnight hours. Cold front has already marched through. We do have a number of systems stacking up in the Pacific Northwest, and that does bring rain chances again here late tomorrow, maybe just before kickoff at the Big House. So maybe 6 o'clock. 6 p.m., something like that for showers, 53 degrees otherwise. Clocks go back Saturday night into early Sunday. Daylight saving time ends and you get an extra hour of sleep. But Sunday, we are under a risk for severe weather. Warm 60s and a late day cold front, so we'll have to keep an eye to the skies. Right now, our eye to the streets. Street level shot here from our Jimmy McCardle, local 4 photojournalist extraordinaire. And Jim, thanks for the great shot. A very common look here. Our Hanson's weather window downtown Detroit, the steam coming out. And a green light. Green means go, Kim. For live traffic time. I know you've got some areas that wish they looked like that.
Yeah, well, we're seeing a lot of red lights on our traffic cams due to backups. So if you do travel over on I-94, I-96, pay attention because your commute is going to be a tough one this morning. We'll start with westbound I-94 right past North River Road. These are all the red lights that I'm talking about here. Accident blocking the left lane, very slow in this area. Expect some delays here. If you do want to avoid this, what you can do is use Gratiot instead. And then I-96 is also a trouble area right now. The eastbound lanes just past the Davison here, you can see that it's very slow. All this white right here, those are the backups. So if you want to get around this, you can use Grand River instead. We do know that just one lane is getting by, so we'll continue to update you on these accidents, and I'll let you know as soon as they clear. But in the meantime, give yourself plenty of extra time if this is part of your commute. Rhonda.
All right, Kim, thank you. 6:17 is your time, and it's today's Consumer Headlines time. They started lining up last night for this morning's big release from Apple, and it's now easier to shop for your family's clothes. But first, just how much money does Facebook make off of you? Each individual user of Facebook, all 2.7 billion of you. Maribel Aber joins us now live from NASDAQ with more on that. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rhonda. Facebook hits its financial milestone. The social network generated more than $5 per user last quarter. That's $5.07 to be exact. A year ago, that figure was just over $4. So that means Facebook is now making more money than ever from user content. Gap is launching another subscription box service after a successful test with the Baby Gap clothes. This one's through its Old Navy brand. It's called the Old Navy Super Box. It's for kids ages 5 through 12. Each box is $69.99. It arrives every 3 months and includes 6 mix and match items valued at more than $100. You can keep what you like and send the rest back. The iPhone 10 is on sale around the world with long lines reported in many cities. Apple's latest iPhone starts at $999, but that didn't stop hundreds of people from lining up outside stores in Australia, Singapore, and Japan. You wonder who's going to the mall. These people are going to the mall today. Here in the U.S., the phone goes on sale at 8 a.m. local time, and lines were reported at Apple stores in New York, San Francisco, Boston, and elsewhere. For that $1,000, you'll get a phone with face detection technology that allows you to unlock the device simply by glancing at it. Rhonda, remember when we carried our music separately?
I know.
It's really insane how smart our phones are.
Right, it is. Thank you, Maribel.
I still have my click wheel iPod.
You do?
Oh, yeah, 2006.
All the music disappeared from it. I was devastated.
The Michigan House votes to put an end to costly driver responsibility fees, but the package of bills differs from the version passed by the Senate. The House bill would eliminate fees and forgive debt for thousands of Michiganders, but the Senate bill won't forgive the full $647 million owed by drivers. Notice I said $647 million. Governor Snyder and the Senate are worried about the impact of losing that revenue on the 2017-2018 budget year. The House and Senate will have to find a compromise on ending those fees.
A group of Michigan nurses say that they are sick of what's happening in our hospitals, and they're warning that it could be putting patients' care at risk.
Plus, Local 4 is helping you enjoy the weekend. Up next, free tickets to Pistons games. And in case you didn't know it, the Pistons are hot.
Yeah, they are. They're like second in the whole Eastern Conference right now. Also, it's time to meet our Facebook friend of the day. This is Cheryl Banks from Farmington Hills. You won't believe this, but she is 60 plus.
What?
She told us that, yes. She has 2 grandchildren. She loves shopping, traveling, and walking 3 miles a week. There is probably the fountain of youth coming from those walks.
I cannot believe Cheryl is a grandmother. We will mail you a $25 gift card to National Coney Island just for being our friend. If you, yes, you, would like to be our friend for the day, click on our Facebook page, like our Facebook page, click on the Friend of the Day tab. Be sure to upload your photo and tell us a little something about yourself so we can talk about you on the TV.
Welcome back, everybody. We are following breaking news from Detroit's west side. That is where a Michigan State Police vehicle has been hit by a truck. You are looking live on the scene. This is eastbound I-96 right at Fullerton. We're told that the police trooper was not in the car at the time and that no one was hurt. Of course, Kim DeGiulio is monitoring the impact of this crash, though, on traffic this morning. How are we looking, Kim?
Oh, definitely not good. That accident is affecting our morning commute. Here is a look at the backups. You can see only one lane is able to get by. Again, that was eastbound I-96 right at Fullerton. So in the meantime, what you're going to want to do is exit at Grand River and use that instead. That will get you right back to eastbound I-96. And then we have this other problem over on westbound I-94 just past North River Road. That is slow too. Use Gratiot instead.
And your forecast is drying out, but here's a replay of the radar and the reason why we're seeing some issues on the roads. It's been a little bit wet overnight, but again, drying out, a little cloudy, a little spotty drizzle, 47 degrees now, but through the morning and into the afternoon, a nice mix of sun and a little bit of cloudiness, 54 degrees with some spotty weekend showers we will discuss in a few minutes. Right now, though, let's get a check of your sports. And the Detroit Red Wings did not start off their road trip well at all. They were in Canada last night to play the Ottawa Senators, and the Wings fell behind by 2 goals early, but Anthony Mantha tallied 1 goal late in the third. That was all they got, not enough. The Wings lost 3-1 to the Senators of Ottawa. The Red Wings play Conor McGregor and Edmonton in Edmonton this Sunday. Trade rumors are very loud surrounding the Pistons' Reggie Jackson. The rumor mill has Detroit interested in sending Jackson and maybe the guy they got from Arizona in the draft last year, Stanley Johnson. I've heard both of those names, perhaps in exchange for point guard Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe recently tweeted he did not want to stay with the Suns. And speaking of the Pistons, the team is back in town tonight as they take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Detroit will look to get ahead on its Central Division rival and stay near the top of the standings. Tip-off is at 7 tonight. We also have 2 family 4-packs or tickets to give away for this weekend's Pistons games, and we want you to head to the Local 4 Facebook page. Tell us your all-time favorite Piston, and we will choose a winner at 7:30 this morning. Ben Wallace?
It's a good pick. I just love the championship teams. Bad Boys, and then the 10 years later.
Going to work, Pistons.
Yeah. 6:27 is your time. During our next half-hour, stories from Commerce Township and Warren.
And Paul Gross is live with big news from the parade company. Paul, what is the relative humidity and barometric pressure around those floats?
It's a little chilly in here, but that's okay because it's supposed to be chilly this time of year. But let me tell you, we are now less than 3 weeks away from America's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And I want to tell you, the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan float will be unveiled here live. You can only see it here on Local 4, and we will have it for you just ahead.
Ooh, exciting. Also, there's nothing wrong with the brakes, and this guy was not distracted. But police say what did cause this chaos is a warning for all drivers. We'll explain in this morning's top video.
It's here.
In today's top video, a police department in Texas wants you to know just how dangerous drugged driving can be.
Absolutely. As you see, you can watch as the driver of the SUV goes off the road and slams right into 2 pickup trucks. He never slows down, and the force flips that truck right over. This happened after the SUV driver took off from the scene of a different crash. Police say that he was high on PCP. We're back in a moment.
PCP? That's still around?
Unbeatable Pro.
Good morning, everybody. At 6:30, we are following breaking news right now in Detroit's West Side. Take a look at your screen. A Michigan State Police vehicle was hit by a truck, and you are looking live at the scene. This is right along eastbound I-96 at Fullerton in Detroit. We're told that the police trooper, thankfully, was not in the car at the time and not injured.
You see that vehicle there on the side of the road behind the cruiser. We'll find out more here in a few moments.
Yes, thankfully no one was hurt in that crash, but of course there are some traffic backups as a result of it.
Kim DeGiulio standing by to give us an update on what we can expect to get around that scene right there.
That's right. Good morning, guys. Definitely the good news is that nobody was hurt in that crash, but here is a look at what we're dealing with right now. As you can see, flashing lights, only one lane able to get by, very slow in that area. So we want to show you what this looks like with our 1-800 Call Sam Chopper shot. And as you can see here, it is slow. In the meantime, what you want to do while traveling over on eastbound I-96, you can take Grand River, and that'll get you past that and get you right back onto I-96. And then we do have another problem over on I-94. This is the westbound side of 94 for those of you who travel through the Mount Clemens area, and this does not look fun either. We have an accident blocking the left lane, bumper to bumper traffic here. So if you do travel this way for your morning commute, definitely want to use Grush instead. Over to you.
Right now, an update to our breaking news involving a crash of a Detroit police squad car. Local 4's Nick Monticelli is live at the scene.
Yes, and we are hearing, Nick, that it was a suspected drunk driver involved in this.
It is, yeah. We're here at the corner of Marassa and Belfour, not far off of I-94 on Detroit's east side. And back behind me, you can kind of make out where all this happened, but it's very dark. So instead, let's just show you the video. This happened at about 2:30 this morning. The DPD cruiser with 2 officers inside, 1 male and 1 female, were heading west, or I should say, that is west on Maross. Then they realized they had a call, a home invasion, someone calling 911. They flipped on their lights and sirens, started going. That's when somebody pulled out in front of them, someone going northbound on Belfour. There was a collision, and both vehicles, as you can see here, went flying towards this home. The driver of the Chevy HHR, a 33-year-old man, was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, but has also been arrested on suspicion of drunk driving. The 2 officers also taken to the hospital, but they also have minor injuries and are going to be okay. But you can see here a whole lot of damage. The front end of that cruiser is pretty bad. The airbags went off. It was probably a pretty scary moment as those 2 vehicles collided. I did talk to somebody who was inside of the Chevy at the time. He says they were actually rear-ended first and then they were trying to make it across the street, and they didn't see anything coming. But there's a whole lot, a second side of that story that needs to be vetted. But most importantly, all 3 people that were involved in this accident have minor injuries. In fact, there were a total of 3 people in the SUV, now that I think about it. So there was a total of 5 people involved. 4 people went to the hospital. According to this person we just talked to, he was the only one who did not have to go. But again, most importantly, everybody involved has either minor injuries or, in his case, no injuries at all. We're live here on the west side, east side, I should say. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
All right, Nick, thank you. More breaking news this morning, this time coming from the west side of the city. That's where police are investigating after a 21-year-old man was shot and killed. Here you see video from the scene on Schaefer near Plymouth Road. Witnesses say they heard gunfire and saw 2 people run from that location. Right now, a motive is unknown.
And on the west side as well, police have uncovered a suspected grow operation. This is Finkel near Myers Road, and here you can see a hole in the side of a building and some plants being removed. Right now, it's unknown how many marijuana plants were confiscated or if any arrests have been made. And now over to Brandon with hopefully some sunshine in the extended forecast.
Well, I can fulfill your hopes and dreams with a little sunshine today. The weekend does bring some shower chances back, so in about 10 minutes, I've got your extended forecast. But let's get you set for this finally Friday. 47 degrees, a little northwest wind at 8, so feels a little bit cooler than that. At the bus stop this morning, this 44, really probably feeling a little bit more like 40 degrees. So it's jacket weather, drizzle to drying conditions, although we still have some slippery streets. Be careful in the neighborhoods at the bus stops, and jacket weather is improving, but not a real warm day today. Just sort of seasonal average, middle 50s with a nice mix of sun and clouds after the kids get off the school bus. Our sunrise time not until 8:09. It gets a little bit earlier over the weekend as daylight saving time comes to an end. We'll enjoy some sun today, but the weekend showers, daylight saving time ending, I've got it all, including severe weather possibility coming up.
Efforts to reduce auto insurance costs in Michigan suffer a major defeat in the House. The bill rejected 45-63. The measure would have let drivers opt out of the requirement to buy unlimited medical benefits through their auto insurance. Drivers could stick with unlimited coverage, choose between $250,000 or $500,000 of coverage. The proposal would cut premiums by 20 to 50%. We are following stories all across Metro Detroit.
We are. Those include stories out of Detroit and Commerce Township, but we do begin here in Sterling Heights, where we have more information for you about this deadly car crash that happened in Sterling Heights. A 22-year-old man from Shelby Township collided with a semi-truck turning from a private drive onto 18 Mile Road. The SUV ended up underneath that semi-truck, killing the driver. The truck driver was not hurt and is cooperating with police. Officials do not believe drugs or alcohol were involved in this crash.
Michigan Nurses Association is suing the Detroit Medical Center's Huron Valley Sinai Hospital in Commerce Township. Some nurses say the hospital is dangerously understaffed and it could affect patient health. The hospital says otherwise, claiming the building is properly staffed. The lawsuit claims nurses at the hospital have written more than 240 notices of unsafe practices and conditions related to short staffing.
Plans to bring a Major League Soccer team to Detroit have drastically changed. Dan Gilbert and Tom Gores have brought the Ford family into the fold. The new proposal would have the team play inside of Ford Field, and there you can see some of the renderings. The original proposal called for a brand new building a new stadium right at that failed jail site on Gratiot, not far from Ford Field. Rock Ventures says that it still wants that land to use it for mixed development and to build the new jail over in Midtown. Happens there.
I wonder what those two talk about. You know, Tom calls up Dan.
A couple of billionaires.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, I'm going to buy Park Place. You want Broadway?
Right.
Art Van kicked off the holiday season with the annual Art Van Wonderland, an amazing display of more than 1 million lights. It's all at their Warren location on 14 Mile Road. Of course, Santa Claus stopped by, St. Nick himself, because who doesn't need a new Barcalounger at the North Pole?
It's always so beautiful, and you can check it out anytime.
Ahead this morning, Donald Trump gets trumped how some worker you've never heard of kept the president from tweeting.
Also, we have Paul Gross with us this morning with a very special announcement from the parade company. Good morning.
I tell you what, guys, the excitement's building because behind this black curtain right here is the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan float. We are going to unveil it live in just a couple of minutes. Stick and stay. This is going to be really exciting.
And you know what else is exciting? High school football. Take a look at our football frenzy game of the week. Macomb, Dakota is going to visit Chippewa Valley to battle for the district championship. It's all on the line tonight. This is a rematch from last month when the Big Reds beat the Cougars 37-7. The game is set for 7 p.m. in Clinton Township. Good luck to both teams. Oh, we are inching ever closer to America's Thanksgiving parade on Thanksgiving Day. We're just a few weeks away.
Paul Gross is live at the parade company for the annual pancake breakfast. I can't believe it's been a year since I was standing in your place, Paul. The blueberry pancakes there were the best I have ever had in my life. But more importantly, there's a big reveal.
Absolutely. And not only can you believe a year's gone by, I can't believe we're only less than 3 weeks away now. Now, Tony Michaels, President and CEO of the Parade Company, and also Dan Lepp, President and CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, join me right now. He's also, by the way, the chairman of the board of directors of the Parade Foundation. Now, Tony, I can't believe we're less than 3 weeks away. This just comes at you like a freight train, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing, but we are so ready to go. And what a great morning at our pancake breakfast presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. And this is Dan's moment right now because we're going to reveal the brand new Blue Cross float.
And this is really going to be something spectacular. So I'll tell you what, without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to do the countdown. We're going to do this, and we're going to unveil this float for everybody. Let's take it away.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Dan, tell me, this is an amazing float. It's 100 feet long. It's called A Confident Life. What does this represent as a message from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan?
It's really the message, Paul, about if you can have a confident life, a good life, if you do the many things that you need to do, both from physical activity, the idea of exercising, the idea of eating well, your annual visit to the doctor, just the various things in life you do to be well. And like you said, it's over 100 feet. It's our newest float. We've been part of the parade for 34 years now. And we've got volunteers from the company, as you can see here on the elliptical, on the bikes, on the back. And, you know, it's our commitment to healthier Michigan is the way that I would explain it.
And I've been a resident here of Detroit and its suburbs for my entire life here, my entire career here, and the parade is so much a part of my heritage. Talk about how important this public-private partnership is with the parade and the support of a company like yours.
Yeah, it's vitally important. It's really about the fiber of Detroit, about Metro Detroit and the area, even the state of Michigan for that matter. And Tony's done such a good job of exporting this around the country now. They have hundreds of outlets that see the parade. And the folks from Local 4, and it really puts Michigan, puts Detroit in a great light, and we're glad to be a part of it, along with the hundreds of other corporate sponsors, all our partners that believe as we do that, you know, the parade, that Thanksgiving Day is part of who we are as Detroiters, as Michiganders, and we want to be a part of it.
Well, I'll tell you, this is an amazing float. It's 100 feet long. You have 5 larger-than-life statues on there, and at the very back, we have something called the Bloomometer. Not a thermometer, not a barometer, the Bloomometer, which talks about basically a symbolic representation of where we get when we meet all of our healthy lifestyle goals. And that's just a great message, Dan, and congratulations on just a beautiful float.
Thanks, Paul. We appreciate it.
Well, that's great. Well, listen, we're live here at the Parade Company with the unveiling of the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, A Confident Life float. We will be back live with you for another update at 7:25 this morning. Back to you guys in the studio.
I love that float. It's beautiful. And what a great message.
Producer Greg, make sure you tell Paul that I want blueberry pancakes to go.
Well, let's get over to Brandon. I guess it's too soon to ask what the forecast will be on Woodward Avenue 3 weeks away.
Yeah, why did you ask that?
Because I want to know how to prepare. How many layers do I need?
Well, you know, I think last year we got lucky. I mean, it was a little rainy, but temperatures the last couple of years have been fairly mild. But you know, we've seen the turkey trot in blinding snow just, I think, 3 years ago. So what will it be? Wait and see. Just just came to me. Mid-40s out there right now. That's it? All right. Northwest winds are 5 to 10, and temps are dropping off a little bit here as the drizzle is giving way to clouds, to some clearing, but still a little bit slippery on many of our roads. And Kim will bring you some of the bad news that comes along with wet roads in the early morning as we have those issues right now. But again, more and more sun as we head through the morning and afternoon. 50 degrees at noon, 54 your afternoon high. Why can't we get back in the 60s like yesterday and enjoy it with some sun? Yesterday it was the clouds and rain in 60s, but this cool front has come right behind a warm front, so that means we're not going to get into the 60s today or tomorrow, but warm air does surge in for Sunday, and it makes things pretty unstable around here. For your football games tonight, Friday football frenzy, whatever you're going to be or whatever you're doing tonight. In the 40s, it is jacket weather. I would even say maybe thicker socks and some gloves if you're going to be out there sitting in the stands all night. Sunsets at 6:24 p.m. Over the weekend, we do have shower chances late Saturday. This may not be until just before kickoff at the Big House, 7 p.m. in Ann Arbor, and very light scattered activity tomorrow. Sunday, we need to be very watchful as we have a chance for some stronger showers and storms. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center has placed us under a slight risk. That's number 2 out of 5 in the risk category. But hail, damaging winds, discussion of an isolated tornado or two as warm air meets up with a cold front late in the afternoon on Sunday. The other news about Sunday, daylight saving time ending, so you get an extra hour of sleep as you go to bed Saturday night, set the clocks back. Again, Saturday, probably the better of the 2 weekend days, even with some spotty late afternoon or evening showers. I think it's going to be a little more rough on Sunday. Kim, speaking of rough, well, I mean, the traffic.
Yeah, the traffic is not going to be fun this morning, but I do want to start off with some good news. That accident over in Mount Clemens on I-94 has cleared, and that was causing some major backups, so we're good to go there. But eastbound I-96, just past the Davison, that is where we have that very serious accident where a Michigan State Police vehicle was hit. The good news is that trooper was not in the vehicle, so there's no injuries there, but it's causing a lot of backups right now. As you can see, only one lane able to get by. I do want to show you a closer look at what this looks like with our 1-800-CALL Sam Chopper shot, and take a look at these slowdowns here. As you can see, not the place you want to be this morning. So if you are traveling over on eastbound I-96, just past the Davison there, what you want to do is exit early. You can take that exit to Plymouth Road, and that will get you to Grand River, and that will get you right back on to eastbound I-96. I also want to let you know we have another problem on I-96. I'm talking about the westbound side now, right at Livernois. We do have an accident there blocking 2 lanes. Expect delays there as well. Back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. Also happening today, President Trump is set to make a stop in Hawaii before embarking on his first official Asia trip. The president is scheduled to visit Pearl Harbor and the USS Arizona Memorial. His overall trip will also include stops in Japan, South Korea, China, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The 11-day trip to the Pacific region ends on November 14th.
The Twitter sphere was in a frenzy after President Trump's Twitter account mysteriously disappeared. Anyone visiting his page got an automated message saying, sorry, this page does not exist.
Well, it only lasted for about 11 minutes, but Twitter users were quick to start the jokes about the president being banned from Twitter. Twitter said that the president's account was mistakenly deleted due to an employee's error. Getting some mixed messages there because.
Well, initially they said mistakenly, and then they were like, well,
wait a second.
Wait a second. On his or her way out the door, the person deactivated the president's account. So.
Well, we are following several other stories for you this morning. We'll have a full update for you right after the break. Stay with us.
Sky.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We are following breaking news out of Detroit's west side. Take a look. A Michigan State Police vehicle has been hit by a car. You're looking at the scene. It's along eastbound I-96 at Fullerton. The trooper was not in the car at the time and was not hurt. The patrol car caught fire after the crash. Investigators say that the driver is being investigated for possible drunk or drugged driving.
Also breaking, 2 Detroit police officers are recovering after a crash involving a suspected drunk driver on the city's east side. The driver blew through a stop sign and struck the squad car. Everyone involved suffered at least minor injuries. The suspected drunk driver was arrested.
And on Detroit's west side, a 21-year-old man was shot and killed. It happened at Schaefer near Plymouth Road. Witnesses say that 2 people were seen running from the scene.
And staying on the west side, police have uncovered a suspected marijuana grow operation. Finkel near Myers is the location here. You can see a hole in the side of the building and some plants being removed as officers carry out bag after bag lit by flashlights. Brandon?
All right, we have middle 40s right now and falling. Northwest winds are lighter at 6. Feels like low 40s outside at the bus stop as you head out. It's jacket weather and grab some gloves. Although the wet weather has sort of already moved through. A little spotty drizzle on the east side still possible. Other than that, we are getting into some morning and afternoon sun. 54 degrees today. Your football games tonight will be cool but dry. It's jacket weather back down into the 40s. Kim?
All right, Brandon, still following that situation over on eastbound I-96, just past the Davison here, only the right lane getting by. You're going to want to exit early. Take Plymouth Road to Grand River to get around this one. And then on the other side of I-96, right near that area, westbound 96, just past Livernois, 2 lanes getting by there due to an accident. Pretty bad one as well.
Well, since our big Halloween reveal where we relive some old NBC shows on Tuesday, we have asked you to vote online for your favorite costume segment at clickondetroit.com.
Fresh Prince, Golden Girls, A-Team, or Friends? Who was the big winner, you may ask? Well, drum roll, please. The Fresh Prince.
On 550 West Lafayette, news is made. You get Evron and Rhonda to start out your day. Jason in the carport, temperatures for ruin. Any problems on the freeways, Kim will get you through. And those couple of times, couldn't stop in a snooze. Didn't get to hear the stories on your morning news. Just go to Click on Detroit and just type in there. Anything that you need from the day will be there.
Kim and I have been trying to learn the rap, but we
kind of have.
We're almost there, but we should mention Kari Hobbs. He's your traffic producer. It's his birthday
It's his
today.
birthday. Happy birthday.
But he is the person. He is the person that wrote and produced that song, and so
all of the songs,
all of the jingles that we had. If you didn't see any of the reveals, they actually are really funny. Seen on 4 tab of clickondetroit.com if you want to watch all 4.
Thank you for
see these 2 as the Golden Girls.
Well, the Fresh Prince one, interesting that it won because as far as costumes, Jason probably had the most. You know, I put a sweater over. That was it. And
I know.
We got to work on your
Carlton was pretty on point.
Yeah.
We got to work on
I think it was, you know, the jingle, too. It was just very original.
So good. Loved it.
Have a good day, everybody. The Today Show is next.
Friday.